We are back here on the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show. Jobs in the building trade. That sounds like a huge opportunity. Jeff Nobers is here from the Builders Guild of Western Pennsylvania. And when I say that, there really is an unlimited opportunity here.
Oh, there's literally thousands of opportunities in the construction industry in our region right now. Everybody talks about the cracker plant, and that is a big deal. But there's so much more going on from other building, whether it's office buildings, stuff in the Strip District, infrastructure. It's just a phenomenal time to be in our industry and to pursue a career in our industry. And what we're really trying to do is reach out to young people so that they have a better understanding now that these careers don't require 4 years of college.
Right.
And yet they can make $90,000, $100,000, $110,000 a year with fully paid health care and pension benefits.
You heard those figures, right?
So,
and health insurance.
And health insurance.
Awesome,
And our training programs, our apprenticeship programs, run 3 to 5 years. There's no cost to you to go through the program, and you're paid while you're in the program. So, if you take a 4-year college student, a 4-year apprentice, it's maybe a $500,000 swing by the time all is said and done.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so now there are opportunities for both high school students and beyond high school to get more information about this.
Right, from a high school perspective, obviously we're keen on the seniors right now because you have to be 18 years old to come into one of the
apprenticeships. So that's the minimum, you have to be 18. Okay.
But, we're doing this event next week called Build On, Careers in the Construction and Allied Industries, because we do have some partners there. And the goal with the 7th to 12th graders on Friday, we have 4,500 of them coming to the convention center, is to just show them that there is an option. It's not just always college. These are technical careers. You have to have good math skills. You have to have analytical and problem-solving abilities. You have to be able to embrace technology. So, these are not some subservient low-end job. These are legit careers that can lead you in many other paths beyond just being that particular tradesperson like a carpenter or a plumber or a bricklayer. So, that's the goal Friday.
Now, for the high school students, have they already been registered? Do they already know they're coming?
Yes.
Or are there still openings available?
These are all organized school field trips, but if any school district out there that has not registered, they can go to our website, buildersguild.org. Right on the home page, it says school registration. You click that, fill out the form, and we're just asking arrival time and number just for logistical purposes. There's no cost or anything like that.
Okay, all right. So that's Friday, and then what happens on Saturday?
Then Saturday, it's open to the public. We're open from 8 to 4 p.m. It's the west side of the convention center. No charge for anyone to come in, and we're really encouraging people that whether you're underemployed, unemployed, you just don't like what you do. Maybe you think you've hit the wall there in terms of earning potential and so forth. Take a few hours and investigate these career opportunities. In addition to our construction trades, Peoples, Duquesne Light Company, U.S. Steel, ATI, Shell, and CNX are all going to be there. And they're all looking for people too. Every company in this region is looking for people. Doesn't matter what the industry is, whether it's healthcare, construction, utility industry, the energy industry. We're all looking for people.
Okay.
And the type of person that would work construction is the kind of person that probably like to work in a utility industry as well.
Okay,
so
there'll be similarities.
We wanted to sort of broaden that out this year and not just have it solely focused on the construction trades, because not everybody wants to do construction.
So now what are we talking, Jeff? I mean, is this like a job fair per se? Will people be able to come and interview, or is it informational?
Well, it's not your typical job fair.
Okay.
The way we have this set up is our construction trades and the corporate partners, everybody's got an interactive booth.
Okay.
So we're going to be doing a lot of hands-on discussion, showing people some of the tools of the trade, if you will, the kind of work they would do. Some of the trades will be accepting applications for the apprenticeship program. Some of the companies will be too. Others are going to be giving information because their application periods may not be coming up for 3 or 4 months at this point. But also on Saturday, we have a lot of community groups there. A. Philip Randolph Institute, Pittsburgh Community Services, Wesley Family Institute, Duquesne University School of Law, Civil Rights Clinic, And they're there to help people that have barriers, whether it's a driver's license, criminal record, maybe they need some assistance with work clothes and so forth. Just a variety of services that can help better prepare that person to move into not just the union trade careers, but some of the other careers that are available too.
So I remember you came on the show last year. We talked about this. I told people about it as well because I thought it was an awesome opportunity. They were overwhelmed.
We
last
were,
year.
and we were at PPG Paints Arena.
Right.
We were hoping 1,000 people would show up. Ended up being about 3,500. So, needless to say, we said, maybe we should go to the convention center this
Okay.
year.
All right.
You're going in. We're in a 45 or 50,000 square foot hall. So,
Okay.
that ability to move around and talk to people is going to be far easier this year than it was last year.
Perfect. So Friday, if you're a high school student or a guidance counselor and you haven't signed up, go to the website. Tell me the website again.
It's buildersguild.org.
Okay. And if you just want to come on Saturday, what are the hours?
It's 8 to 4 p.m., 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay.
And you can go to our website as well. There's a flyer on Saturday there. It just says March 30th event. You click on that, it'll give you all the information in terms of the companies that'll be there, the kinds of things you can investigate, the folks you can talk to from other organizations and social services.
And there's also a phone number, correct?
Yes, 412-921-9000.
We're laughing because originally
Which
I
is
had-
not my cell phone
I had
number.
his cell phone number up there. That's why I went inside joke. It sounds awesome. And again, I'm excited. I want to tell a lot of folks about it. And you're also going to be on the radio with me tomorrow, Monday morning.
Monday morning.
Monday
Yeah,
morning.
3 days
exactly,
away
yeah.
yet,
Well,
so.
actually, folks are going to be watching this Saturday and Sunday.
Well,
so-
that's true.
Right.
Yeah,
so
tomorrow
awesome. So
morning.
if you want to hear more about it, just tune in to News Radio 1020. Shameless plug there.
There you
We're
go.
going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to give you some information on buying a home. We're just full of information today. Don't go away.